There are cars that simply move you from one place to another. And then there are cars that move something inside you. Picture this for a moment. It's late evening. The road ahead is empty, stretching into the horizon like an invitation. You press the start button, and the sound that follows isn't just an engine coming to life. It's history waking up. A low, confident rumble, familiar, powerful, almost defiant. That sound belongs to a name many thought would never return. Pontiac GTO. In an era dominated by turbocharged efficiency, electric silence, and digital minimalism, the idea of a modern Pontiac GTO feels almost rebellious. And yet, that's exactly why it matters. The 2026 Pontiac GTO isn't trying to blend in, it isn't chasing trends. It's here to remind the world why driving used to be emotional, and why it still should be a name that shaped muscle car history. To understand why this car matters, you need to understand what the GTO represents. Back in the 1960s, Pontiac didn't just build a fast car, they ignited a movement. The original GTO is widely credited with starting the American muscle car era. Big V8 power, aggressive styling, and an unapologetic attitude. It wasn't refined. It wasn't polite. It was raw, loud, and unforgettable. When Pontiac disappeared from the automotive world, a piece of that spirit went with it. For years, enthusiasts talked about what if. What if Pontiac came back? What if the GTO returned, not as a nostalgic toy, but as a serious modern performance machine? The 2026 Pontiac GTO answers that question with confidence. This isn't a retro remake. It's a reinvention. Design philosophy. Old soul, new blood. The design philosophy behind the 2026 GTO is simple but bold. Honor the past without being trapped by it. Pontiac's designers clearly understood that the GTO doesn't need fake hood scoops or excessive chrome to feel authentic. Instead, they focused on proportion, presence, and purpose. This car looks muscular even when standing still. Not flashy, not overstyled, just powerful. It's designed to look like it belongs on the road, dominating it. Not begging for attention. Exterior design, muscle, matured. The first thing you notice about the 2026 GTO is its stance. It sits low and wide, with a long hood and a short rear deck, classic muscle car proportions, executed with modern precision. At the front, the grille is unmistakably Pontiac, split down the middle. Bold but clean, flanked by slim, aggressive LED headlights that feel more like a focused stare than a friendly greeting. There's an intensity, here the kind that makes other drivers move out of your lane without you asking. The hood is sculpted, not exaggerated. Subtle vents hint at the power underneath without screaming about it. This car doesn't shout. It speaks with authority. Move to the side profile, and the GTO's character really comes alive. Strong shoulder lines run from front to rear, catching light in a way that emphasizes motion even when parked. The wheels, large, performance-focused alloys, fill the arches perfectly, giving the car a planted, confident look. At the rear, the design is clean and purposeful. Modern LED taillights stretch across the width, a subtle nod to Pontiac's heritage. Dual exhaust outlets sit low and wide, reminding you this car breathes deeply. A functional rear diffuser improves aerodynamics, but more importantly, it completes the look. Color options range from classic muscle car shades, deep reds, jet blacks, metallic silvers, to modern, bolder hues for drivers who want their GTO to stand out. Compared to older generations, this GTO feels more mature, more refined, but no less aggressive. Interior, where muscle meets modern luxury. Open the door and the GTO surprises you. This isn't the stripped-down, bare metal interior of old-school muscle cars. Instead, the cabin feels intentional, designed for drivers who love performance but refuse to sacrifice comfort. The first impression is driver-focused. The dashboard wraps around you slightly, creating a cockpit-like feel. Materials are rich and tactile. Soft touch surfaces, brushed metal accents, and available premium leather with contrast stitching. The seats deserve special mention. Deeply bolstered, supportive without being punishing. They hold you in place during spirited driving while remaining comfortable on long highway cruises. Heating, ventilation, and memory functions remind you this is a modern grand tourer, not just a weekend toy. Ambient lighting subtly enhances the cabin at night, adding atmosphere without distraction. It's the kind of interior that feels just as right during a calm commute as it does during an aggressive backroad drive. Rear seats are usable, not an afterthought. Adults can fit comfortably for shorter journeys. And the trunk offers enough cargo space to make the GTO genuinely livable. Attention to detail is everywhere. Stitching is precise. Panels feel solid. Nothing rattles. This is a car built to be driven daily, not just admired. Technology, smart, not overbearing. The 2026 GTO understands something many modern cars forget. Technology should enhance the driving experience, not dominate it. A large central touchscreen handles infotainment duties. With crisp graphics and intuitive menus, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, seamlessly integrated rather than awkwardly added. The digital instrument cluster offers multiple display modes, from clean and minimalist to performance-focused. Layouts showing revs, temperatures, and G-forces. A premium sound system fills the cabin with rich audio. Whether you're listening to music, podcasts, or simply enjoying the silence between engine notes, advanced connectivity features allow over-the-air updates, real-time navigation, and personalized driver profiles. Everything works smoothly without lag or frustration. Most importantly, the tech never distracts you from the road. It's there when you need it, invisible when you don't. Engine and performance, the heart of the legend. Now let's talk about what truly defines a GTO. Under the hood, the 2026 Pontiac GTO stays true to its roots, with a modern twist. The headline engine is a naturally aspirated V8, delivering a deep, emotional sound that turbochargers simply can't replicate. Power figures comfortably exceed 450 horsepower, with torque arriving early and pulling hard through the rev range. For those seeking efficiency without sacrificing excitement, a performance-focused hybrid-assisted V8 option may also be available, enhancing low-end torque while improving fuel economy. Power is sent to the rear wheels through a lightning-fast automatic transmission, with paddle shifters for manual control. Purists will be happy to know a traditional manual gearbox is rumored for select trims, because some legends deserve 3 pedals. Acceleration is brutal yet controlled. 0 to 60 happens in the low 4-second range, but it's the way the power builds that makes it special. Smooth, linear, addictive. Multiple driving modes transform the GTO's personality. Calm and composed in comfort, sharp and responsive in sport, and fully unleashed in track mode. Steering is precise, with real feedback. Not artificially heavy, but communicative. The suspension strikes a rare balance, soaking up rough roads while staying firm when pushed hard. This is not just straight-line muscle. This is a performance car that can dance. Driving experience, emotion over numbers. Behind the wheel, the GTO feels alive. In the city, it's surprisingly civilized. The engine remains calm, the ride is compliant, and visibility is good. You could daily drive this car without feeling exhausted. On the highway, the GTO becomes a grand tourer. The engine settles into a relaxed rhythm. Road noise fades away, and miles disappear effortlessly. But it's on a winding road where the GTO reminds you why it exists. Turn-in is sharp. The chassis feels balanced. You feel connected, not isolated. Every input matters. Every corner feels rewarding. The exhaust note rises and falls like a conversation between you and the machine. This is driving as an experience, not just a task. Efficiency and practicality. Fuel economy won't be class-leading, and that's okay. Real-world efficiency is reasonable for the performance on offer, especially with modern engine management and optional hybrid assistance. Compared to rivals, the GTO balances performance and practicality better than you might expect. Safety and driver confidence. Modern safety systems are fully integrated. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking all come standard or optional depending on trim. Crucially, these systems are well calibrated, supportive without being intrusive. You feel protected, not controlled. Ownership experience. The GTO is designed for real life. Maintenance intervals are reasonable. Reliability is improved thanks to modern engineering. And ownership feels approachable rather than intimidating. This is a car you can live with and love every day. Price and market position. Pricing places the 2026 GTO firmly in the modern muscle and performance coupe segment. It undercuts some European rivals while offering more emotion than many tech-heavy competitors. This car is for drivers who want character. For people who value sound, feel, and soul. Pros and cons. The strengths are clear. Emotional design, powerful performance, real driver engagement. The weaknesses? It's not the most efficient, and it doesn't pretend to be subtle. And that's exactly the point. Final verdict, a legend reborn. The 2026 Pontiac GTO isn't trying to rewrite history. It's continuing it. In a world of silent speed and digital distance, this car dares to be emotional. It reminds us why we fell in love with driving in the first place. And that might be its greatest achievement. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more cinematic car stories. Until next time, drive with passion.